Hello and welcome to The Business, and today I'm joined by Rob Worrell, who's talking about insurance. Rob's from the Insurance Partnership. I want to speak to you primarily about building insurance, Rob. I've got a building that we're operating out of. I'm a motor mechanic, let's say. Do I have to have by law building insurance?
No. By law, no you don't. Very basically, if you can afford to pay your own claims, then you can take the decision that you don't need to buy buildings insurance. Where it gets more complicated is the fact that the premium is relatively little against the sum insured that you face paying out yourself. So I think prudently you would insure the buildings, and certainly if any lender has an interest in those buildings or any other party has an interest, you might be occupying them 50-50, that they're owned by a parent, a loved one, a partner. You've got to represent their interests as well. It might be the fact that there's a mortgage on those buildings. So there's nothing by law states that you must insure buildings, but there is certain terms of contract that would insist upon it.
Because I know that sometimes when you're insuring the building yourself, they'll ask you to do things like the fixed wire electrical testing and stuff like that, because you end up starting off with your insurance where you're thinking, well, I'm getting a good deal on it for this price, but then it rolls on to, well, it needs testing and now I need to put this
but
right.
I mean, I've got to defend insurance. We call it an industry. We're not an industry. It's an insurance profession. It's a profession, and it's in order that we can all work professionally. And what it's saying to you is that if statistics for the whole of the UK for time immemorial point out to a massive number of fires caused by electrical failure, I think the biggest is electrical failure, the second largest is arson, I believe, and the third will go down in order of causation. But what it's saying is you're going to be working from there. That premises is going to be housing your livelihood. It might be housing your employees, it might be housing members of your family that work for you. So we want to make sure it's insured, so you've got the money to rebuild it and therefore rebuild your business, and that it's safe and well maintained because of the obvious overspill to health and safety. So I think as far as I'm concerned, very proud of what we do, and I think it's right that everybody should insure appropriately.
Okay.
And that isn't a sales pitch. You don't have to do it with us, but I do recommend you do it.
Yeah, good bit of advice there from Rob.